You know, I'm always happy to be back in the lab because we learned so much here, but particularly invested in this one because the item before us, Billy, Gary, and myself, we found that. And we found it in one of my most favorite places, the swamp.
Rick Lagina and other members of the team join Laird Niven and Emma Culligan in the Oak Island lab.
We found the item before us in a very interesting place, right across from the paved area.
Yep.
So I look forward to learning more about it.
Emma and Laird have just finished analyzing a possible fragment of a firearm found 1 week ago on the western side of the swamp, just a few yards from a paved stone feature uncovered back in 2019, and that the team believes is up to 800 years old.
When it first came out, I'm thinking some kind of weight, and then when it started drying out and you see the way it tapered down, I'm hoping it's some kind of weapon.
Well, it was presented to us as a hand cannon, I guess, which is a precursor to flintlocks and matchlocks and wheel locks.
That's going to make it pretty old, is it not?
It could if that's what it is.
Right.
Dating back to as early as the 12th century, the hand cannon, or handgun, was invented in China and is considered to be the world's first true firearm. By the 14th century, variations on the weapon were developed in the Middle East and Europe until they were replaced by flintlock hand muskets and other firearms in the 15th century.
Maybe we talk about the metallurgy first.
Sure.
Okay.
So it's always hard to get a swamp artifacts base metal because of all the minerals that kind of really mold with or just embed itself with the iron or the corrosion. But I did get a few good points, and from that composition, it's looking fairly clean. Like, I'm not seeing a wide range of impurities. I am seeing a natural spike in sulfur content, and that's a good sign of, 1700s or older because of the minimum impurities. Like, it's not forged in a modern blast furnace and could be European in origin.
Yeah, and we should add that by the 1500s, those are going out of fashion.
Wow.
Is it possible that this hand cannon predates the discovery of the money pit by more than a century? If so, just how old could it be? And who left it here?
Is there a touch hole in that?
So I've done a CT scan.
Mm-hmm.
This thing right here.
Oh,
That's a touch hole.
You talking about this little hole
yeah,
here?
Exactly. A hand cannon had just a little touch hole where you would touch it to set off the gunpowder inside, and then your projectile would fly out. So it's an unusual artifact found in a very unusual area.
Looks gorgeous.
I tell you, I've never been so appreciative of the CT scanner as I am right now in this moment.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that is really cool.
It bloody really is, isn't it?
You were right, Gary. This is something for a firearms expert to weigh in on. So what other secrets are in the bog, I don't know, but right now, we're nowhere near done. I look forward to what else we can learn about it.
And I'm sure your brother's going to be happy we're spending more time in the swamp, especially now.
Oh, major find, Gary.
Yep.
We should aim to find more, Rick.
I'm gunning for it.
I brought a lot of bags, mate. I'm expecting a good day for artifacts.
We'll try to fill them.
Here we go. Get stuck in.
Over on the western edge of the swamp, Gary, Billy, and Derek search for more clues.
That's a little surface nail. Oh, let's begin to begin again.
Not a rock right there.
You can see the hard clay in the rocks. Okay, we'll have a detect. It's in there. That's a little bit stronger. Just there, please. There you go, mate. Give it some welly. Stuck between a rockin' and a hard place. This looks like it's deeper down, Derek. This has got a chance of being older. Come.
Still in there.
Are about to witness a little bit of Oak Island history, Derek. I'll try to pinpoint it. It is that. The heck is that? Yeah, it's heavy. A lot of times when we find old iron like this, and it's really heavy for its size, it turns out to be older iron. I have no idea what it is, Billy.
You know, it doesn't just look like a piece of slag metal either. You know, you got the sharp angles cut there, right? Like it's a something.
Yeah, it's made on purpose like that. That's good. We got some old iron coming up.
Yep,
Hopefully there's some old gold and silver.
yep.
We'll put that in the bag. Anytime you find an artifact on Oak Island, it always has more of a story to tell. See if there's anything else. There's a lot of iron around it. And we've previously recovered really good artifacts in the swamp. Hopefully, we can find some more.
Something small.
Yeah. Talk about a needle in a clay stack. We ain't missing nothing, Derek.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. I know it's only a little iron needle, but it could tell a story. Oh, put that in the bag.
Hey, guys.
All right, chaps.
What on earth are you guys doing here?
We are digging the heck out of this area.
And?
We've got a couple of interesting pieces of iron. Yeah, I'll show you.
What'd you think of them, Derek?
This one needled him a little bit.
Wow. That is a needle, isn't it?
Yeah. Little iron needle.
Wait, let me see it.
Look how little that is.
Boy, it shows again how good you are at finding stuff. You gotta be kidding. I don't know, it almost looks like it has a patina, too.
The other one, I don't know what to think about.
Now this was great because it was deep down there. We had to dig it out. And it's nice and heavy.
That is heavy. That's cool. You generally have an idea.
You know what, the more I look at it, to me it looks like an old iron buckle, and that's just one end of it. That little area there could come out. These two ends.
That'd be a big buckle.
Yeah, it'd be a big buckle. Could be off boxes.
Could Gary be correct that he has found an iron buckle that may have once been attached to a large chest? If so, was it possibly related to some kind of valuable cargo? And could it also help explain why the nearby Corduroy Road was constructed?
Well, I've always been a swamp skeptic. I've said for years that one of the best ways to hide a treasure would be to flood it. And flooding it in a, swamp-like condition would be ideal because there would be absolutely no trace if you did it. So yeah, it's possible that what we seek is in that swamp. Absolutely possible.
Well, it has Emma written all over it, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Probably a really old piece of iron.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's good, but find some more.
Well, keep going.
Leave no stone unturned.
There you go.